Jimmy getting set to go on the road here in a few days against Rockford after playing, 2 games before against Rockford too. Just, I guess, what's the mindset going into these games, this next game against Rockford after playing them twice already? It must feel almost like a little playoff series here.
Yeah, I think it happened before this year with Milwaukee once too. Like it's just, we see those teams a lot, but at the same time for us, our main focus is on ourselves. We're trying to, bring our game as close as we want it for the playoffs, and I think that's like mainly what we're looking at here, like more on ourselves than other teams.
I was going to say, is that something you sort of try and maybe replicate at this time of year? You are going to the playoffs for sure since it's clinched. So going against these teams where you might face, again, Milwaukee too in this little short road trip too, do you try and maybe replicate sort of a playoff type mindset or a playoff type intensity going into those games?
Yeah, like ever since we clinched, that's been our goal, like trying to, really prepare ourselves, play the right way, which is like, not trying to play a running gun hockey and like trying to score 10 goals. Like we're more trying to look after the little things we want to touch up before the playoffs and, bring our game as, like I said before, as close as what we wanted in the playoffs.
As one of those leaders in the room, what do you think the mindset's sort of like with maybe some of those guys who, well, I guess all of you guys haven't battled for a trophy in a while, but just what's the mindset like in that room? Is it, a bit of nervousness because there hasn't been that sort of trophy to battle for? Is it excitement? Just what's the energy like?
I think excitement is more because, like you said, like past 2 years we were playing for like jobs, but like nothing basically, and nothing at the end of the season. So yeah, I think it's more excitement. I don't think there's a lot of nervousness, but for us, like older guys, is just to make the younger guys realize that it's not every year that you're gonna have a team like this, and it can be very long. Like I think it's my 8th year, and it's only the second time I get to play in the playoffs. So it's not every, like when you're in the basement, and those years are not going to be like the one we just had this year. So it's just to make them realize that it's not something you're gonna have every year. So that's the main thing we gotta make understand to all even like the guys that haven't been in the playoffs before and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And you talk about some of the young guys. You seem to be adding more players here. Nikon and Torgerson, and now also Wyatt Bongiovanni, who's on his ATO here since signing with the Jets. What's sort of the key to, I guess, integrating those guys into the locker room? Some of these guys haven't been here since, maybe Dev Camp way back in 2019, or some guys are also just new to the organization. Just what's the key to sort of getting them integrated into the locker room and into the systems?
I think it's just, the same way we've been doing all year with all the new guys we got. We know how fast it goes sometimes with injuries, with COVID now. You still have to sit out if you get it. So, it goes so fast. So all these guys got to be part of the team. Like we can't leave anybody behind because we might need these guys. Like we're probably gonna use these guys at one point. So they got to be a part of it. And I think we did a pretty good job at that this season. So we're just gonna keep going the same way and make sure these guys feel comfortable.